name is Wally from Wally Cooks Everything, and today I'm making Chinese wontons. It's a very easy classic Chinese dumpling to make. I have 1 pound of pork and I have 150 grams of shrimp that I chopped into just a little bite-sized pieces. You want every piece of your wonton to have at least 1 piece of shrimp. And the pork I have here, it's mostly fat, and that's what you want. You want a fatty cut of pork. So into my shrimp and pork wonton is going to be a dash of white ground pepper, 1 teaspoon light soy sauce, half a teaspoon of sesame oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. It says cornflour on that package because I'm in Thailand now, so for my viewers in the USA, cornflour and cornstarch is the same thing, okay? I also use just about a teaspoon of chicken stock flavoring. So first off, 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of light soy sauce, half a teaspoon of sesame oil. Sesame oil is very strong, so you don't need a lot, okay? And just sprinkle in my chicken stock seasoning as best as I can. So this is something that my mom always made back home in New York City when I was a kid growing up, and I really miss this. She also put in Chinese mushrooms, but to be honest, I'm not a real huge fan of Chinese mushrooms. And I also need 1 egg to bind this. The egg is basically binding agent, so 1 large egg. And just go medieval, use your hands to start mixing it. And don't forget 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. Okay. Sorry if I got 1 dash of ground pepper, just a dash. There it goes. In Thailand, we don't really have this style of wontons where there's pork and shrimp. In Thailand, they have what's called gyao, and it's a dumpling, but there's just usually pork inside and nothing else. Okay, just mix it up and make sure that there's clumps of shrimp interspersed throughout the pork. As I said, when I start filling this into the wonton wrapper, every wonton has to have at least 1 or 2 pieces of shrimp. Okay, so that's done, and now I'm gonna wash my hands, and then I'm going to start filling the wonton wrappers. So I'm gonna give a few minutes for this mix to sort of just get together and just let the flavors meld together. So I'm not going to be making a soup base for this. Normally for wontons, you would have some kind of soup base. For me, it's too hot for me right now to make a soup in Thailand, but it's very easy. You can use like just water, use chicken powder with some soy sauce, or if you want to go the extra step, use pork bones, and then use the shrimp shells that you use from peeling the shrimp, and you can use that to make a perfect soup base. But for me, I want this to be quick. I know at home you probably want to make a fast, quick wonton recipe too. So normally what I do is I add wontons to my ramen. If you think about it, it's perfect because it has a soup base inside. So all you have to do is just boil the wontons and you're all set. By the way, I'll make another video about cooking ramen because there's a good chance that you're making your ramen wrong. So just click above and you see another video where I show you how to cook ramen the proper way. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to form a wonton, some egg base. The egg is nature's glue in the cooking world. So 1 piece of shrimp and a little bit of pork. So what you do is you take 1 end, put it at the other, and just squeeze along the outer edge. All right, and then you bring the corners up together, and then you just wrap it, and then you squeeze. There you go, simple as that. There are fancier ways of doing this, but this is the best I can do, folks. Oh, by the way, check out my cat. I think he's waiting for my wontons. Okay, so what if you want to make a larger piece of wonton? Why you want to do it, I don't know, but I like you already. 2 pieces of wonton wrappers, egg wash on 1 end, squeeze, okay, and then some pork and shrimp, and pork and shrimp. There you go. So 1 end, squeeze, and then this end, top, this end to top. And then you squeeze. Just fold it a little bit and squeeze. Now let's see if you want to make a really big wonton, right? So you just basically do the same thing, but you use extra wonton wrappers. Why not? Go nuts, right? Okay, there you go. I'll make it as big as my hand because, well, I mean, what am I gonna do, right? There you go. Seal that. There you go. Can you see? Okay. Some shrimp, pork, shrimp, pork, shrimp, pork. All right, this one's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Try and put it in the middle. Obviously, right? I mean, come on. Have you ever seen this before? Probably not. Over, top, squeeze, and then this end goes on top and squeeze. This end goes on top and squeeze, and then you fold, make sure all the pieces of the wonton wrapper are closed, and there you go. Pretty nice, huh? All right, let's get back to normal. Let's make some. Okay, all right, well, that's enough fun. Let's get back to making some normal sized wontons. Okay, so 15 minutes have passed, and right now I have 50 wontons, but I also have half my mixture left and more wonton wrappers. I'm going to finish these up tomorrow. These wonton wrappers, they're good for about 2 to 3 days. Okay, so I can finish this tomorrow because I'm hungry right now, and I want to cook these wontons. On this tray, there are about 50 wontons uncooked. I'm going to wait till my water boils, and then I'm going to drop maybe like about a dozen inside and enjoy it for lunch on top of my ramen noodles, which I'm going to make later. These you can freeze, okay? There's a flour coating on it already, but I also doused the bottom of this sheet pan with more flour. So what you can do is you can just pop these into a plastic bag and stick it into your freezer, and then when you want to cook them, you just take them back out frozen and just dump it into a pot of boiling water or soup or ramen based soup, whatever. Okay, so I have my water boiling, so I'm going to drop in my wontons into unseasoned water. My water is not flavored because I have a good reason. I'm going to be putting this into my ramen noodles, so that's why there's no need to season this water. And I'm putting in about 15 pieces, and yes, I can finish this in one sitting. So when they float up, that's what you're looking for. It means that they're almost ready, but because the pieces of shrimp and pork are small, it'll cook up pretty fast. And the wonton wrapper, solid yellow look, and that's when you know it's ready. Put it into a strainer, turn off the fire, and here you go. Pork and shrimp wontons. They look great, don't they? Alright, so I have one piece of pork and shrimp wonton, so I'm going to give it a taste. You can taste the juicy pork, and the shrimp combination is terrific. It's excellent. It's kind of like shrimp wrapped bacon. You know what I mean? That flavor, that combination, you can never go wrong, right? So I'm not going to make a soup base for this. As I said, I'm going to be putting this into my ramen mix. Alright, so if you want to learn how to make ramen the right way, click the link above. I'll show you how to make ramen the correct way. So I hope you can watch that. Okay folks, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see any future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification button so you'll be notified about my newest videos. I'm going to be trying to make a new video like about once every week because I'm pretty much enjoying this. It's kind of fun. This is my 7th video, and I still have only 3 subscribers. I'm one of them, and the 2 other guys I don't know so well, but I think one of them is okay. But anyways, do subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.